Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley with Haley Stitches, and today I'm going to show you how to create your very own QR code cross stitch pattern. Now, this is not difficult at all. There are a ton of QR code generators out there on the internet, but the one that I'm going to show you today is specifically for cross stitch patterns. So it is the easiest way to convert whatever you want your code to link to a stitchable pattern. Now, today's video will not show you how to actually cross stitch. If you want to learn how to cross stitch, you can check out my how-to series. I will have that linked up here and also in the description below. So let's head to my computer and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is go to stitchfiddle.com. So that's stitchfiddle.com. And this website is actually a cross stitch pattern generator. So you can make your own patterns for crochet, cross stitch, and knitting, and any other grid type pattern. So we are going to choose cross stitch because that is the pattern that we're wanting to do today. And this website is completely free. You do not need to create an account or log in. So we've selected cross stitch, and then the next section is for choosing our floss. So this is really only important if you're creating a detailed pattern or maybe a pattern from a photo, but our QR code is going to be completely black and white. So I'm going to choose DMC by default. And then we have three options here. So we can do an empty chart from a picture or create a QR code. So we want to create a QR code. And here is where we're going to enter in the information that we want our QR code to link to. So when we get to this section, we do need to know what we want our QR code to link to. So the QR code that I'm creating is going to link to my website. So I'm going to select the website section here and then type in my website URL. But as you can see, you can have it linked to text. So this is a great option if you want it to show up as your Wi-Fi password. That's a really popular cross-stitch QR code that I've been seeing. You can have your phone number, email address, or business card. So really with the website function and the text function, you can put in almost anything. So that's really great. It's a really, really versatile platform that Stitch Fiddle has here. So I'm going to select website, and then I'm just going to type in the Haley Stitches website. Oops. And then for the size, so there's a bunch of different options. One is the smallest, and then it gets larger and larger. So I'm gonna choose the smallest one here, and then it'll do calculate size. And then you can see the smallest option is gonna be 25 stitches by 25 stitches. So that's gonna be a pretty small little square, which is perfect for what I want to do. You can definitely play around with the sizing if you want something a little bit bigger, but I'm just going to go with the smallest size available. So now you click open chart, and then the program is going to generate a QR code for you. So this is what it looks like. And you can see this is going to be really straightforward to stitch. You just want to stitch on all of the dark squares and then leave the white squares open. The QR code pattern is going to work best if you use black floss and a white Aida background. The QR code scanner is only going to read it if it's really contrasting, so make sure to keep that in mind. If you're noticing you're not getting very much coverage with your black for some reason, I would suggest even going up to 3 strands of floss. I created my QR code with 2 strands of floss and it worked fine. And before you actually start stitching, I do recommend testing out the QR code. So how you're going to do this is just zoom out the pattern here. What you want to do is take your phone and then go to the camera. So I have my camera here, and then you can actually see it. It's just scanning in the background even from this far away, but you can see that it pulls up. I don't even have to take a photo. It just pulls up the link to the QR code. And then when I click that link, it's gonna take me to the home page of my website. So you can see HaleyStitches.com right there. And then actually one of the most recent ones that I did is a blog post specifically about this process and how to cross stitch a QR code. So that's the first thing that pops up there. So that is how you're going to be able to test your QR code pattern. Is you just want to hold up your camera to the QR code and then it will show up as a link. So then you can make sure that your QR code is working before you actually go ahead and stitch. Because of course we don't want to go through and stitch your whole project just to have it not work. So at this point, you can go ahead and print your pattern or save it, email it to yourself, whatever you need to do so that you can stitch it and get your final product. So that is everything that you need to know on how to create your very own QR code cross stitch pattern. Now you might be wondering, what in the world can I even do with this pattern once it's stitched? What am I going to link the QR code to? Well, in my blog post, I did write 10 unique ways that you can use a cross stitch QR code. And the couple of my favorites is, of course, to link to your website. So that's what I did here. I created a QR code that linked to my website, and I'm just going to use this as a cute office decor in my office and sewing room. So that was a really good gift if you have someone that has their own creative business, or if you have your own creative business. I think that's a really fun and unique way to get kind of a personalized piece of art. When we're talking about personalized art, I also think that using a QR code as a gift for someone who recently had a baby is a really fun idea. You can have the QR code linked to the sonogram photo or to your personal favorite nursery rhyme, or even your favorite children's book on a Kindle version or even an audiobook. And that way it's a really, really personalized gift, and you can even update it as the child grows up to be more relevant to things that they might like at that age. The last idea that I had that I'm going to share with you here, you're going to have to go to my blog post to see the rest of them, is that you could create really, really personalized and unique ornaments out of these QR codes. So you can stitch the QR code and turn it into an ornament that can hang on a tree and then gift it to your family. And then the fun part is that the QR code will link to a personalized photo album of your favorite moments throughout the year. I love this idea because it's really affordable and still handmade. So you'll get a really personalized gift, and it'll be one that they'll actually be able to use because they can hang it up on their tree year after year. Well, I hope you had fun learning about QR codes and how to create your own pattern. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. That would mean so much to me. And if you want to see more quilting and cross stitch videos just like this one, please subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified the next time that I post. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.